Canada is ready to welcome 500,000 immigrants a year, but not all provinces agree with this. These and other important news of the past week in our new compilation. Please like this video and subscribe to the channel. Let's begin. Hi from Canada. The key news of the past week is the new Canadian immigration levels plan for 2023 to 2025. The targets are ambitious again. In 2023, the country intends to accept 465,000 immigrants, then 485,000 in 2024 and 500,000 in 2025. These are absolutely record-breaking numbers. We analyzed in detail through which programs Canada will invite candidates, what immigration trends are expected in 2023, and what are the most reliable ways to relocate. Check it out via the link below this video, and let us know in the comments if you need a video on this topic. Canada plans to develop its economy through immigrants. The federal government is counting on the newcomers to fill empty jobs and help the country deal with the labor shortage. For this, Canada increased quotas in provincial and regional immigration programs so that the regions can select the specialists they lack. Canada also wants to increase the francophone population proportion throughout the country, also by accepting immigrants. And the government reaffirmed its intention to change the express entry system to use it for selecting candidates with in-demand skills. Not all provinces agree to increase the number of immigrants. Quebec's authorities say they will invite no more than 50,000 people a year. Quebec has its own immigration system and immigration levels plans. The region can accept 23% of newcomers from the target set by the federal government. That is, if the goal is 500,000 people, Quebec can invite 115,000. Despite the Canadian Prime Minister's claim that workers are needed throughout the country, including in Quebec, the provincial authorities insist on their own. The main reason is the possible negative impact of newcomers on the preservation of the French language, which is official in Quebec. And the province of New Brunswick, on the contrary, is ready to support newcomers, even those who have not yet received PR. The region changed the rules for paying subsidies to families with children. Now they can be claimed by both permanent residents and those who are in the province on a work or study visa. There are some requirements. The family must have a child or children of preschool age, parents must work or study, and the total family income must be less than 80,000 Canadian dollars per year, or more than 20% of income must be spent on childcare. Let's move on to the other news. Canada will expand the affordable housing market. The Housing Council cannot keep up with the number of requests for housing, and many apartments are too expensive for those in need. Therefore, a third of the federal budget for this year is allocated to solving housing problems. Initiatives include housing tax credits, building new homes, and more. Housing problems have already been significantly reduced in some cities. Canada also spends a lot on the healthcare system. This year, spending will be over 331 billion Canadian dollars, over 8,600 Canadian dollars per capita. A large share of spending is related to the treatment and prevention of COVID-19, as well as constant factors such as population aging, population growth, and increasing demand for healthcare services. And education workers are dissatisfied with the actions of the government. They go on strikes and demand a pay rise of more than 11%. The government agrees only on 1.5 to 2.5%. The authorities and workers couldn't reach a compromise, and in the province of Ontario, schools are closed during the strikes, and the government threatens strikers with fines. In turn, the unions say that employees intend to quit if they are not listened to. Last year, the average teacher salary in Ontario was over 53,000 Canadian dollars a year. A new report showed that Canadians may soon move away from cash. By 2025, only 3% of payments will be made in cash. This is one of the lowest rates in the world. Also, since the beginning of the pandemic, the number of virtual, mobile, and online payment transactions has grown to a record high. Now the most popular payment method in Canada is credit cards, followed by debit cards. But ironically, more Canadians are starting to save in cash. Also, Canadian experts are already exploring the possibility of creating a digital version of the Canadian dollar. Let's move on to the immigration draws. Last week there were only 2 draws. One of them was held by the province of Saskatchewan. Invitations were sent to 55 entrepreneurs who want to buy or start a business in the region. The second draw took place in Nova Scotia, for entrepreneurs from abroad and entrepreneurs who graduated from an educational institution in the province. The region sent 6 invitations for each category. Please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and click on the notifications bell icon to stay up to date with new videos. See you in Canada!